Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, we've seen some classic Christmas movies. We're starting to watch some more modern ones. By modern, 80s, 90s, 2000s. Something that would be more as an adult watching it when we watched it. Christmas Vacation, or the whole title, National Lampoons Christmas Vacation, part of the Vacation series. Vacation 1, really, really good. The other two Vacation movies, really, really bad. And now we have Christmas Vacation, which I have to say really is comparable to the first one as far as how good it is. And we'll decide, is this a classic that you have to watch, or is it easily forgettable? Why don't you give us a rundown on National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
There were two vacation movies before this, I believe. This is a Chevy Chase vehicle, back when he was the big thing. Stars the same cast of characters.
Almost.
However, the children...
Always different.
Yeah, I guess that's the running joke for the Vacation series, is the children are always different people playing them in different ages, and it's all random.
Yeah.
And this one also has other characters in it, like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Randy Quaid, he was back in the other Vacation
In the original one?
And also Rusty. Do you know who Rusty is?
No, who's Rusty?
It's John,
that's...
John Galecki.
Yeah.
So, from the Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory one, yeah.
Yeah. And so, there's a guy, he has a pretty good job, and he's bringing all his family, extended family over for Christmas. It proves to be a little more troublesome than he bargains for, but he's just waiting for the big reveal at the end when he says, here's what I'm getting everybody for Christmas. I'm putting in a swimming pool, this really expensive swimming pool.
Yeah.
And
expecting that big bonus check.
Yeah.
yeah, but when that big bonus check doesn't come, he has a breakdown.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing this theme for Christmas movies, where Christmas is pretty darn stressful, and people either want to kill themselves or wreck things, or there's lots of depression.
Right.
Well, you want to show things getting bad, and then good at Christmas. And now he does play, Clark Griswold, his normal character from the original Vacation movie. And if you remember from that movie, he's the eternal optimism. Why don't we just fly to Wally World? No, I want a family vacation. We're going to drive. That's half the experience. And that's his character in this. Why are we bringing all of our relatives together? They don't get along. Because I want a family vacation. It's going to be great.
It's all about family.
I want to get our tree. I don't want to go to a lot. I want to cut down my own tree. This is the type of person he is. He wants to put up every Christmas light himself. He wants to do all that stuff. He's the eternal optimist character. And so when he loses it, it's the final straw.
Hilariously loses it.
Yeah, it's the final straw that finally broke the camel's back.
And not only does he invite his in-laws and his own parents over, but
cousins.
his cousin shows up with his family unexpectedly, and his cousin's a real redneck.
Yeah.
And
she's losing her mind. She wrapped the cat as a Christmas present.
that was his aunt.
Yeah, the aunt.
Yeah.
This kind of thing.
The aunt, by the way, was the voice of Betty Boop.
Was
There
it?
you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Trivia.
There you go. But all this leads to him. They're trying to do the family thing, and everyone's unsupportive for him, right? So when he puts up the lights and everything, and he plugs them in, they don't work. And the parents, oh, great job, Clark, great job. But, even the kids see, hey, well, he worked really hard on it, Grandma. And no. So everybody's on his back all the time. Even his wife is starting to get a little upset because the families are always arguing and this sort of thing. So he's expecting the bonus. And the mailman shows up Christmas Eve, is it, I believe, with the envelope. And he's all excited, and he tells everybody, okay, I'm so excited, I wanted to hold off. It's going to be a pool. You're going to get a pool, everybody. And he opens it up.
It's a coupon.
And it's a coupon. What is it? Fruit of the Month or something?
Jelly of the Month.
Jelly of the Month Club. And that's when one of the best ad-lib getting angry scenes you'll ever see. He ad-libbed the whole thing. They just said, go for it. And he went for it.
It was long.
It was.
And it was. I was pretty impressed at all the different insults he was able to come up in that time. But apparently, all the actors were facing him, and they were all wearing a card here with one word. to help him along the
Oh,
way.
is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he still came up with a lot on his own.
That's great.
And then we have good old cousin Eddie, who has a plate in his head, and he's all this stuff, and he's
Clark told them exactly what he wanted for Christmas, and Eddie, he pulled through.
I'm very impressed that on Christmas Eve, Eddie, after just hearing that Clark's boss is a jerk, found out who his boss is, where he lives, kidnapped him, and brought him back. Cousin Eddie.
All before the internet.
All before the internet.
I'm thinking maybe he did this before.
Yeah, maybe that's why he has a plate in his head. He was a spy espionage.
So yeah, he delivers Clark's boss with a neatly wrapped red bow on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Takes him hostage.
And then we have a repeat of the original Vacation movie, where all the cops show up and are pointing their guns at the family. And
Funny how this ends the same way.
the exact same way. And then, of course, the wife finds out that the boss, the wife of the boss,
Stiffed everybody on the bonus.
everybody, and she's, oh, what a cheap, blah, blah, blah. She's
And even
angry.
the cops.
Yeah, and even that's really bad, mister. And yeah, because the cops would do that, right? And so they let him go, and they whatever your bonus was last year, add another whatever percent, right? And it all kind of works out in the end.
The Christmas miracle.
The Christmas miracle and the joy of the holiday spirit. Just like Wally World, he didn't have them arrested for trespassing and holding guns on the guard. He just, oh, I understand, and everything was okay. That part's a little far-fetched, but it's still fun.
But it's good to know that if I actually go out and commit like a really
felonies.
big felony, then I mean I'll be forgiven at Christmas.
At Christmas.
Yeah,
Only
yeah.
at Christmas.
Only do it at Christmas, okay, folks?
I think, like, I remembered, I saw this a long time ago, but I remembered two things in particular. Cousin Eddie emptying his camper's septic into the
Right.
sewers. But I think this has one of the best intro scenes ever, where they're doing the battle with the other vehicle, and then they drive under the big rig.
Yeah.
They crash. They finally get to their Christmas tree in the middle of the woods that they're going to chop down, and he doesn't have a saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember a saw, Granddad? There's a lot, and even Julie Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld, her kind of stuck-up yuppie characters. They would have been yuppies
Oh, the
back
neighbors.
then.
The neighbors,
the
yeah.
neighbors. Everything Griswold does kind of affects them. You know, they turn on the bright lights and they get startled and get stains on their floor, and
They get a tree through the
through the
window.
window. Oh no, ice through the window.
All right.
And the tree.
Yeah.
And the tree. Like, everything happens that seems to happen to them, and we kind of like it. Because they're kind of jerks in a way. But,
Where would you rate it?
well, first of all, as a movie on its whole, what would you guys rate it?
7.5.
I think it was better than the first one, better than Vacation. Right? It's one of those ones that it was. I mean, it's the one that sticks in your head as far as popularity goes. It's got the Christmas song that's in there. That's
Sorry, Christy Brinkley, Red Ferrari.
I'm telling you.
I know.
if we look up reviews, I'm sure
don't
this
care.
one is rated higher.
I'll remember Vacation. For
As a
long
Christmas
time.
movie, I'll give this
Yeah.
one also an 8.5, along with Elf.
This is a 9. This is one of those movies watched every year.
9. I enjoy this one. It does. Like, I'm not enjoying it as much as I watched, like, when I started watching it, like, 10 years ago, and then the next year, and the next year. It does slow down the humor, because it's not as, remember, like, when we're talking Holiday Inn, and I mentioned that the slap in the side, and Bing Crosby breaks out laughing. There's not enough of those moments that make me big smile on my face or everything. I enjoy the scene and everything, but it's not like I laugh hard every time. Like in Elf, there's parts I'll laugh hard every time. This one, like the sled and the groundhog,
But think of
and,
watching
or
it-
the squirrel. I mean,
Think of watching it for the first time. If
I
you
know
were watching it for the first time.
I'm saying for me right now, I would still say it's a 7, but I don't look as forward to watching this as I look forward to other Christmas movies right now. I like it, but it's not the top of my list.
Maybe you've watched it too often.
At least 20 times a year.
Since 1989. I saw it in theaters. I've watched it every year since that we were
too
able to
often.
watch it. It's Christmas. You watch Christmas movies at Christmas. So, out of the modern classics we've seen so far, we've only reviewed Elf. What would you think? Elf or this? Which one would you watch? Would you say
This would be a great
you
back to back.
You can only watch one. Which one do you watch?
I'd have to watch Elf.
I'd probably watch Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
And see, I'd be on Elf right now. So, that's where we stand so far, but there's more to come. More Christmas hilarity ensues on its way. Tell us what you guys think about Christmas Vacation. Does it hold up for you, or is it starting to get a little old? I think it's still enjoyable. It's just not as enjoyable as the first couple times I watched. Well, first 10 times I watched it. And until next time, check out some more of our other content right here. We'll see you on the channel.